Welcome back to the USF Oracle Sports Podcast. My name is Mithil Vyas. I am the sports editor. Today I'm joined by Tobey Blair.
Hello, I'm over here today. Hello.
Assistant sports editor over there. And we are joined again by special guest, Will Rainsberger.
I forget where the camera is.
It's in front of you.
Straight.
It's right in front of you.
Ahead.
Hey, I'm back.
There we go.
What's up?
Known USF fan, former correspondent, Will Rainsberger.
And donator to the Oracle.
There we go. Big donator.
Yeah.
For those
I love student publications. I'm a big fan.
For those that remember, Will is the biggest donor, maybe, at the USF
I
Oracle.
got a name on the list somewhere.
He is in the office that we have. Anyways,
Moving on.
moving on and moving backwards through time from the last week, we had Thanksgiving. The day before Thanksgiving, we had some big news of former now coach Alex Golesh maybe going to Arkansas. That was proven untrue on literally Sunday morning when he became Auburn's next head coach. A little interesting from how that kind of played out. Wednesday, that whole thing kind of blew up on social media. Oh, he's going to Arkansas and all that. And then, Rob Higgins, obviously the Athletic CEO, came out and said, yeah, we had good talks. We know he has outside opportunities. But Alex Golesh all season long had kind of been saying, yeah, I haven't really talked to anyone. I don't have the time to do all that, which we know now is a lie.
Not true.
Not very truthful.
Indeed. But obviously, after the Bulls blew out Rice 52-3 on Saturday, maybe 2 hours later, Alex Golesh received a letter or something from Auburn that they want him to be the next head coach, and he signed it immediately, is what he said.
Yeah, that is his reporting. That
is
1
what he
o'clock
said.
in the morning, he accepted a deal. I like to think it was like an Instagram DM. It was just like,
Pay you up.
Here's the deal, and then you just DocuSign. You don't even really have to actually sign. You just press a couple buttons, and it's like, all right.
And then he went to sleep.
PJ will be on the tarmac tomorrow morning.
No, but it was an interesting scenario. Obviously, me and Tobey were at the game. So in the post-game press conference, obviously that question arose of, hey, what are your plans for next year? And he's like, yeah, I haven't had the time. I need time to think. Actually, I have the full quote right here.
He needed all of 4 hours.
4
3
hours.
Technically, two.
Wow.
By his
Must have been a hard decision.
Yeah.
He said, I told our team on Wednesday night when all the stuff came out, which is about Arkansas, that all I can ask for is an opportunity to finish the season the right way, which I guess technically they did. They blew out Rice. And then he goes on to say, then give me the time to sit down with my family and figure this whole thing out. Interesting. And then he goes, I've said this 100 times. I'm not smart enough to be able to focus on two things at once. I'm so process-driven, for those of you that know.
Yeah.
I'm so locked into what's going on. I've not had the opportunity to process any of it. I really haven't.
Well,
it seems like he did.
Well, listen, here's the thing. That was a great quote. We're good friends here at the Oracle with a guy named Dr. Soflo.
Shout out on Twitter. Shout out Dr. Soflo on Twitter.
God, did he have a great time with the quote, I can't focus on two things at once.
Boy, oh
I
boy.
like that he snuck process into that, because if you watch his address to the team at Auburn, it was like 8 seconds into the speech. It was processed.
And if
we'll never really know what that was.
No.
We'll never really know what the process was.
We will not.
We know that means making a bowl game every year and doing okay.
It's more than some could say at USF.
More than most can say, but.
And if you know anything about Alex Golesh, he preaches his process every day.
A lot.
Every time, anytime you talk to him, process will come up at least 5 times.
It's the process. It's the most process-driven process in college football. It's very important.
It's a good process to have.
Apparently.
But
apparently, if you do that enough, you get to be hired at Auburn.
Yeah, we'll never know. We never got to sit down with him. No. Unfortunately, we never will.
Supposed to get one at the end of the year. Maybe email Auburn's head SID and be like, hey.
Can we still talk though?
Please?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, we didn't get this done here.
I have a new set of questions and everything now.
Yeah. I just want to know about the process. That was my whole thing.
Yeah. What was that all about? Where'd the edge hat go? That's the other thing. That showed up for like one game. FAU Tom Herman. The Herman handshake happened, and then it was like we never saw it again.
Yeah, I think that I was maybe if I can get the Oracle to pay my expenses here, I think I might transfer to Auburn for a semester.
Yeah,
just to like show up in the press conference and he's gonna see me and he's like, "Are you really following me?"
Yeah, just go there,
following me around.
Just like have a good crazy, like make a scene at a press conference at the Iron Bowl. Just be like, "I know what you did. I know what you did.
I just want to take a picture."
Take a picture. That's a good reference. Most of you won't know. Will, you don't know. I don't know if I told you this.
I don't think so.
After might be a little sore subject for those of you in athletics that might be watching this. I don't know, but. In the post-game press conference, there was a gentleman, a very friendly fellow.
Okay.
Alex Golesh was done talking. He was walking off the stage. He's doing his usual goodbye, everyone. And then he gets stopped by this guy who asked him maybe 20 questions for what I don't know. And the guy stops him. So I'm sitting here on this side of the room.
Yeah.
And this guy's sitting on the left side of the room. He gets up. He walks around the entire block of 10 chairs of people.
Yeah.
Alex Golesh is here. He's like, he goes up to and he's like, "Coach, I just want to say, I love you, man." And this is in the middle of the press conference, and everyone is like, "What the heck? You can't do that, man." And then he goes, "I don't care. I love you. I just want to say I love you. Can I shake your hand?" So he shakes his hand, and then he goes, "Can I take a picture?"
Okay.
Absolutely insane thing to do. So
this is not our job. We are not allowed to do this, by the way.
So he goes, I'm expecting him to fully whip out his phone and take a picture. Yeah. No, he turns towards me and I'm like, "Do you want me to take the picture or something?" And then he looks over and this lady that he's with, she has a selfie stick.
Oh my God.
She puts up the selfie stick and takes a picture of Alex Golesh and this guy.
Okay.
And then he's like, "Thank you, Coach," and he leaves. And man, oh man. Wow, that room was, you could hear a pin drop after that.
That was at the last game?
That was right after Alex Golesh left.
What an insane ending memory.
No, that was actually crazy. And then
what a cap off to the Alex Golesh era. Some psycho.
And then
I need to take a picture with you now.
Because he knew.
I know what's gonna happen.
He knew he was gone.
I've seen the tea leaves. I know what's gonna happen.
But it was funny because I've never seen that guy in my life.
Yeah, just
at
a random
any of the games ever. And then also crazy, he in the middle of the press conference, he looks over past me on sitting on the wall is Byron Brown and Keyshawn Singleton, and he turns to the guy behind him. I don't remember who it was, and he goes, "Is that Byron Brown?" And I was like, "No shot. Is that Byron Brown?" How do you not know?
It's not like they just show his face 400 times every football game.
Man, that's
crazy.
That whole night was nuts. I mean, after Alex Golesh left, I was still sitting there listening to the players, and Tobey, who was not in the post game presser, saw Alex Golesh do something that's interesting.
What a time. Wow, I wish that I was Nostradamus. So after all of this takes place, of course, I get to see. They have a little area where they all hang out, and Alex Golesh was hanging out with recruits, and I was like, "That's kind of odd.
Yeah,
why would he do that?" I thought he was leaving, and obviously nothing had been confirmed at that time. We had our inklings from people telling us that he was going here, going there, but the majority of the thought was he was going to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Well, I had just finished up our story that we published right after the game, and I was going down because I didn't want to sit in the press box by myself, and I was watching the end of the Iron Bowl from outside, and I see Alex Golesh watching it, and obviously everyone knows how the Iron Bowl ended. Auburn loses. They were close to winning, close to tying it up, but they lose. And Alex Golesh was very visibly upset by that, and I was like, why does Alex Golesh care about the Iron Bowl? Well, I mean, not even 12 hours later, he's on an airplane to Auburn, to Alabama. So I mean,
"War Damn Eagle." It's just walking around on a tarmac. Yeah, that's. Oh wow.
No, I mean it was an eventful 48 hours because after the game, I work in the morning for the women's basketball game against New Orleans. So I show up. I'm driving my little car there, and I get out of my car and I see along the way Alex Golesh in his truck pull up to the athletic center. I'm like, oh, maybe he's staying. Yeah. Maybe it was all false, or maybe he's doing something. Not even an hour into my job, I get a tweet, or I get a notification. Alex Golesh is going to Auburn, and I'm like, what the heck, man?
Do you know that's so funny because that to me that means he went back there to clean the office.
Yeah,
he went to be like, I forgot that shirt. Damn, I gotta go fucking grab that.
I bet you he forgot his edge hat.
He probably did.
The edge hat probably. Yeah, no, it
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
But apparently he told the team that he's going to Auburn, and now, I mean, players might be going to Auburn.
Yeah, well.
Apparently there's a deal on the table for Keyshawn Singleton, Fred Gaskin.
The big stars seem to be. This is always how it. I mean, this is how it goes now, right?
Yeah,
it's the great exodus.
It didn't used to be this way.
No. You had people who actually believed in a program and stuff like that. And you said something before the podcast I really believe in. You say one more year, you win an American, they'd build a statue of you in front of the new stadium.
So so that's the thing with like Byron Brown is obviously we have heard some inklings that it's not. Nothing is set in the works for him. He doesn't know exactly where he's going to go. And obviously, I am an unbiased reporter here, but just as a human being, if you stay at USF and go 9-3 again, you're getting a statue.
Oh yeah.
You're getting a you go to Auburn, and when you go to Auburn and inevitably go 6-6, like the Alex Golesh way.
Yeah.
Flash in the pan. You're Jarrett Stidham to them.
Oh yeah, but they'll have fans asking for his head. Like if that happens,
after year one,
year 1 6-6, they'll be like, oh, this is bad. Like we were completely wrong about this. I loved the graphic Auburn put where it was like after Golesh came in and it was like 7-6, 7-6.
No, that was funny.
Wait, hold on. That was close. That was
very close.
Big change. Big change from. I mean, yeah. I guess they will. You gotta. There's been a big thing about kind of hating on Golesh. You got to find some kind of middle ground, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be like he wasn't a good coach. He obviously had an effect on USF football. He obviously did things that were conducive towards success at USF. He just didn't ever finish. Which ends up being the problem. The problem in modern college football is any sort of success or excitement. And it's like, I swear old heads or like old guys in football try to be like, oh, we don't, especially in the programs, like we don't pay attention to hype. We pay attention to results. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's completely a lie. They love hype. Everyone loves hype. Like why would you hire him then? Because he hasn't really done anything substantial on paper yet, except just start showing signs of life in a program.
And that was for me why I thought he would probably stay another year, just because I mean, I guess I just didn't see a school like Auburn. I mean, I saw stuff, and of course, it's like you don't know how true any of this stuff is, because apparently on Wednesday he was signed to the ink to the dot on a deal with Arkansas.
Yeah,
someone just, and that's I said that on the podcast. The beauty of that is you can just make it up.
No, yeah, it was just like, some random Twitter. Yeah. It was like per sources, he's coming here. And
it's the funniest thing.
I was like, oh my god, it's gonna happen. It's like,
But like really, when it comes to something like that, it's just that I guess I didn't think a big. But like I was saying, like I saw something that if Kiffin left, Ole Miss was interested in him.
Yeah,
and that would have made sense.
Ole Miss?
That would have made sense why he was taking his time to figure out. Okay, if maybe that's why he didn't sign it with Arkansas. That's what I thought when that thing with Ole Miss wants Alex Golesh if Kiffin leaves. I mean, no, I guess not.
No.
I don't know. I mean, and that's just something we will, honest to God, never know. But I don't know. You'd think that a bigger program like an Auburn or like an Ole Miss would probably want to see some more proven. Because even when you have like a Summerall who's going to the Florida, it's like he's made the American Conference Championship. He was good with Troy. You have a different and the flip around on that has been crazy. Because when they hired him, it was, oh, look, it's Billy Napier again. And now it's like, wait. And he said like one quote about being like, I want to score a lot. And they're like, wait, is this the son of God himself, John Summerall?
And he was like, don't worry, the offense here is going to be much different than what I have at Tulane. It was like a weird quote. And they're like, oh, wait, he's actually cool. The one about Golesh that he said was like, I don't golf, I don't fish, I play ball. I was like, what are we doing? What are you talking about? The best photo of you is you holding a spatula being like, hey guys, I'm cooking. Like, being like, I'm a hard as nails football coach is not the brand that he built here. So yeah,
he's an interesting guy. The American got absolutely destroyed, and somehow, and maybe this is a controversial opinion, but somehow the best coach went to probably, I guess, never mind. I was going to say the best coach went to the worst job. Eric Morris did amazing things at North Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
And his gift is going to
Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
But then you have to remember that Ryan Silverfield is currently a Razorback. And so, hey, things could always be worse.
Things could be worse, I guess.
Things could be worse. You could live in Stillwater or Fayetteville, but
Yeah.
I probably would pick neither. I'll stay in Tampa.
Yeah, I'd stay in the Bay. That's
Stay
what
in the
do you
Bay.
say?
Come to the Bay. Stay in the Bay.
Be who you say you are. There was a lot of talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He really apparently
Was he said he was,
I
yes.
guess. No, I mean it's like I get it's modern college football, but I think honesty is something that he talked about a lot as a head coach, and like being honest and transparent with the fans, and then at the end to like not at all have that. Like it's like, don't treat people like children. Like it's obvious you're having conversations, right? Like you said, he probably was talking to Arkansas. There probably was a conversation with Auburn, right? Was everything final? No, that came after finishing the season. But don't be like, oh, I can't focus on two things at once. It's like you obviously can if you're gonna the next day ship your whole family out.
Well, the thing that I don't get is that and we talked about this before the podcast. It's like nobody, because here's the thing. No right-minded USF fan is mad at Alex Golesh because he left USF for Auburn.
No.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
If Auburn is giving you $8 million a year for 6 years, you take
With
that.
the
job.
incentive list that's like insane. Like,
Yeah,
If you win like 8 games, you get like $10 billion. Like,
it's
of
like,
course,
I completely get it.
you take that. But why do you have to be like, oh, I'm just so locked in on our season? Listen, I wrote a whole article. I have defended Alex Golesh every single time we've been on this podcast.
Yeah.
Clearly, you weren't.
No, we weren't.
No,
Clearly,
no,
and that's okay. I don't care. I mean, it doesn't affect me. I write the same story regardless. Like, I mean, but like, just be honest and just say like, hey, there are some schools where I'm not going to turn them down. I don't blame you if Auburn comes calling and you are like, yeah, I'm going to Auburn.
Yeah, no, of course. Like, no one's gonna. Same thing with players. It's like, oh, they're poaching. It's like, yeah, that's how this works now. It's like people get paid. I understand. I completely get it. It's just don't jerk people around and be like, I'm true to this program, and I'm saying a lot of pause stuff.
All good there.
I'm true to this program, and I believe in it, and I'll be transparent with you guys. And then, again, 12-hour turnaround? He's already come to the Plains. It's like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, and that, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me because I literally I had so many discussions with different people about this. Me and Mithil had a lot of talk where I've never met Alex Golesh personally, but I've had conversations with him, with people that are around him. And my honest to God, the biggest feeling in my heart for why Alex Golesh wasn't leaving was because he doesn't seem like the type of guy to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a stupid underclassman because apparently he's the type of guy. But it's just like, yeah, leave, go ahead, it's fine because realistically USF is going to be just fine. You're going to find a good coach, and I'm sure we'll talk about that in just a second.
Yeah.
But you're going to find a perfectly fine coach that will do the same, if not better, than Golesh did with the resources that he had, the resources that you're going to have. But just say it. Just say like, yeah, I'm talking to Arkansas, Oklahoma State called, Auburn called. I'm obviously fielding these calls because I have to, because of something else you said you wanted to talk about, the terrible schedule that is college football.
Yeah, the problem with the NCAA right now.
But just say it. Like, nobody's going to be mad at you. Now, that's the thing where it's like, the reason that nobody cares that the reason that Tulane fans don't care that John Summerall or that North Texas fans don't care that Eric Morris was talking to people is because they were still winning football games.
Yeah, it's like,
but when Golesh gets rumored to be going to Oklahoma State and then Arkansas and then you're losing to Navy and Memphis, it's like, yeah, people are going to be upset because it seems like your focus was so off of your job that you're being paid $2 million to do that you completely lost sight of like the goal. Especially
losing those games in somewhat of a, I don't want to be dramatic, but somewhat of a tragic fashion. I mean, both
complete
down
collapses.
to the wire loses. Memphis in the up 14 in the fourth quarter, and you can't slow it down. And then Navy, it's like just running all over you, and you can't stop them at all, and you're never in it for almost the entire game. And then there's like that brief moment of life where it's like, oh, we're down a score, and.
No,
then you're in. Season hopes are over.
It was an absolutely tragic loss. It was terrible to watch. The Memphis game, I was there, and it was just like
I forgot you were
even
there.
even from a football perspective, you're just there and you're just like, what are you doing?
I mean, that one was worse because it was like
because it's
by the half, you're like, oh, we got this.
Hey,
we're gonna win this game.
You can just run the ball, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to throw it 80 yards every single play, man. It's okay.
Why don't we have, or why didn't we have? Because now
it's
who knows
gonna
what
be
the
different.
offense is going to be. Why don't we have a package that slowed down when you're up that much?
I couldn't tell you that. I wish I could tell you that. I don't know
like-
who's playing or who's calling the plays there, but I mean now we have no clue who's going to be anywhere. I mean, he's taken that whole coaching staff. Cody Burns, Joel Gordon.
Part of the recruiting staff.
Maybe Todd Orlando. Yeah, I mean, Andrew Warsaw, the general manager.
Yeah.
All of them are gone. You're going to see players, as soon as the transfer portal is open, they're gone.
Pretty much.
Keyshawn Singleton, he's gone.
Fred Gaskin, like you said.
Unconfirmed, but probably.
No, I mean,
Just to
Harris is a
just to
senior,
protect
right?
us here, unconfirmed.
unconfirmed, but if
From
you,
what we're hearing,
what we're
stipulation.
hearing, what we're hearing, and then what I've seen on like X is, as soon as the tweets came out, it was Fred Gaskin.
I love the emoji.
He tweeted out like the dude with the hand like saluting, and then Keyshawn Singleton.
The eyes.
That was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious when
Yeah.
he did that. And I asked him after the race game, I was like, yeah, you tweeted that out. What does that mean? He was like, it don't mean nothing. I was like,
Yeah,
obviously
right.
it does because you're gone. I mean,
like-
reportedly there is a deal on the table for Singleton, but unconfirmed at the moment.
we don't know.
This is all stipulation.
Yes.
We really have no idea. We have obviously people that tell us things, and sometimes they
Is
tell
Mac
us right
Harris a
things.
senior?
Mac
He's
Harris is
done.
gone.
He's gone. All right.
Him and Schuler. That was their last game.
So that.
Yeah, Schuler's last game, he got taken out in the second quarter for targeting. He
Yeah.
absolutely killed whoever Rice's starting quarterback is. He just sent. He didn't like he sent him like home.
Yeah, it
He
was
was done.
He was out for the.
Random quick note. Did you guys see the American announced Offensive Player of the Year?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Drew
Messamaker.
Messamaker.
Estimaker, I get it. I get it. He's been really good.
I mean, electric offense, but I'm like, when you're one of 12 people to
Byron Brown.
1,000 yards thrown, 1,000 yards rush in a season, it's like, I understand not being like, we're not, obviously we didn't make the conference final, but like, he needs some roses.
Yeah.
Second team quarterback too. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like,
I think the thing that I don't get about it is it and this is the issue. Is it a player award or is it because
that's
they're in,
exactly.
because if it's a player, I mean, if
should
you're
be in.
going to sit here and tell me that you would rather have Drew Mestamaker over Byron Brown,
no
I
diss
mean,
to Drew Messamaker.
No, Drew Mestamaker is an amazing quarterback. If
We'll
he
have a
doesn't-
great career
he's
somewhere.
either. I mean, and I hate to say this because this is the annoying thing about the Group of Five. So sorry, any North Texas fans that are watching this. I really doubt there are.
Yeah.
He's going to be a really good quarterback somewhere
else. That's exactly what I said.
Especially now that Morris is gone. It might be at Oklahoma State, but he's going to
probably
be a
gonna be
really
there.
good quarterback somewhere else. Byron Brown might also be a really good quarterback somewhere else. But I imagine that like the tier of school that Byron Brown goes to versus the tier of school that Drew Mestamaker goes to is going to be a little.
Yeah.
Mestamaker feels a little like a product of a system, whereas
Plus, he's also a freshman. He's only had one season, and Byram obviously has had now 4 seasons.
3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, and he's going. I mean, obviously he has one season left of eligibility after last year when he got injured. But depending on where he goes, if he goes, because again, there's
one
talk
knows.
of
Yeah.
is he staying? Is he gone? He hasn't made up his mind. There's NFL that he could go to. There's another college he could go to. There's possibility he could stay. But how much money does Rob Higgins dish out to him?
That's where it's going to be.
at
It's
what
like,
point? I mean, at what point do you give him a check and you say, "What you have what is it, $20.5 million budget?
Yeah, USF.
What do you want?
Yeah, they
What do you
recently-
want?
just a blank check.
Just-
Just
yeah,
like,
just what
write
do you want?
whatever.
I was gonna say
Give
they
it to
just increased it like last week. They just increased,
They're
So
voting
they-
on it.
Oh, and that's where
or
it's like,
yeah, they're voting
yeah.
on going up to the cap, but they approved their committee approved going up to that cap.
at least that's where you can kind of feel a little bit like, at least, everyone, when all this stuff happens with head coaches, everyone really wants to like, sound the alarms and run around and be like, oh my God, we're going to be terrible. It's like, okay, well, the money's there. The success has been there. So people are willing to fund a program that will be successful.
And
You know.
speaking of people possibly coming into the program, interesting segue that I could do.
There you go.
We have something interesting that Will has shown up
It's a
with.
very, very important metric
We
that
will-
we must go by.
How are we going to do that? You want? We'll. You can hold it up. We'll
I can
scan
hold it first, and I don't know if it's going to be seen under the light, but this is a patented.
You can
this
you
is
can
a-
go.
It
a little,
says
here,
this
USF
is-
Swagometer.
This is the swagometer. This is a very important.
This is an important thing.
Here, let me turn up. You use that mic. I'll turn it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just
So
we got a good image right there. But this is a very important. This is a very important thing for our next head coaching hire. We really, if you look down here, we got. This is so hard to do from the camera.
No, you're good.
We got an Alex Golesh. That's like our C-level swag.
Mid-level
mid-level swag.
There we go.
Edge hat, by the way. Who knows what happened to that? Never saw it again. Amir, not a football coach, but the standard is what I like to call it. That's the standard. Highest level of swag we've ever had. Lowest level, Jeff Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not
He is a realtor.
Yeah. Now a realtor, you have Skip Holtz.
Feel bad for him, man. He was a cool dude.
He was kind of cool, respectable guy.
Little
He was like
awkward.
that. He was like what an SEC coach should look like upstanding Christian guy. Not an LSU coach, but
like an Allen.
He could be like
a
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Like a Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, there we go.
Like an upstanding guy. Skip Holt, who I forgot was a USF football coach.
yeah, flash in the
Random
pan.
moment. Flash in the pan. And you got, of course, Willie Taggart and Charlie Strong. Charlie Strong, almost S tier for me.
Charlie Strong has he's got some
The
aura to
turtleneck
him.
fits were kind of crazy. I really liked the
Well, can I
turtleneck fits.
implore you? Who's that guy over on the right?
All the
Who
way
is
over
that?
here. This is Jim Levitt. Now, Jim Levitt is in the Hall of Shame. The Hall of Shame, he is in the Hall of Shame, but he did have swag. All right?
No, he's a cool dude.
He did have swag.
No.
So,
Interesting.
Not a cool dude.
not a cool
Not
guy.
a cool guy.
Not a cool guy.
He's in the middle. He's in the middle.
This is purely off of swag and head coaching.
Coaching ability.
Coaching ability.
Coaching
That's why
ability.
he's in the Hall of Shame, because
Yeah.
off-field antics, very different. But that's a very important thing as well. That you got to pass the eye test. You really do.
You do have to pass the eye test.
And there's a couple guys that have been recommended who I don't think pass the eye test
Really?
in certain ways.
Who doesn't pass the eye test for you, from what we've heard?
Based purely off swag, who doesn't pass the eye test?
I really don't. This is off a list that was made by a great group, Bay Area Examiner. I was just looking at a couple of these guys. I think it was either Mark Jacobs it's Kerwin Bell. Kerwin Bell has zero swag. He's the Western Carolina coach. I don't really like hiring FCS coaches at our level at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that idea. They have good careers, but can you make that jump? What was crazy about Mark Jacobs, who was the other guy I was talking about, he coached at Notre Dame, but not Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Ohio, which is a Division II school.
How does that work?
That was very strange because I was like, he had a really good career at Notre Dame. And then it's NCAA Division II semifinal. I was like, what? I had to do a Google search.
Yeah, you'd
I
be a
think
little.
It's a Notre Dame college.
I would have remembered.
The Notre Dame Falcons.
Wow.
In Ohio. They're pretty good. They were good in 2018. But that's
Yeah,
Division II
I would have remembered.
Yeah. It's I don't remember that guy.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Head coach?
Yeah,
Head coach
You
of
sure?
Notre Dame?
And then I did have Will Stein, which unfortunately has changed as of this morning. Shout out Will Stein. You're going to Kentucky. Go Cats, I guess.
I mean, interesting
Kitty
place to go for him. Not sure what.
I think it's
why.
weird to make a jump Alex Golesh to Auburn, right? Recruiting probably your pipeline's similar, right? Because you're in the South still. Going from Oregon to Kentucky has got to be that's a tough jump. To
Well,
make.
Not a lot of
I don't
connections.
know
Yeah,
anybody now. You got to really get in a guy a recruiting head who's going to be grassroots and know the area.
The scary thing is that, and I listen. I have had conversation with Rob Higgins. I like him. I think that he will I think he will probably make a really good choice. I think that him, Derek Brooks, Leighton, all those guys seem to have an actual vision that makes you kind of believe in it, makes you trust him.
Yeah.
But you cannot afford another Jeff Scott because the same thing will happen, and it will be the worst thing that could ever happen for college football. I mean, for USF college football, where imagine you hire, and I'm just going to use Willie Simmons as an example. Imagine you hire a Willie Simmons, and he comes here and just absolutely doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And he just, goes back to that really bad football. Realignment's coming in a few years. If you miss it again, and you watch, because you'll realistically watch Memphis leave, Tulane probably will find another place, and you get held back in the American again, and you have to wait a few more years until realignment comes.
Oh yeah, and
the program is screwed.
No diss to UNT, no diss to UNT.
UNT's, they don't have enough money.
If they somehow got out and realigned before us,
That would
it would
be
be
insane.
one of the most embarrassing things. I mean, it's already embarrassing enough that they're making a conference title game before
They've been
we
in this
have.
conference for all of 4 years.
Yeah, it's they have a decent chance of winning it. I mean, they're
They
favored
do.
right now, 57%. It's
I mean,
it's
I'm not
still a big
surprised.
coin flip, but they're favored right now. So it's You know, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if, those teams will look the same now with an interim head coach. John Summerall apparently is going to coach it, but
I mean, is Eric Morris going to coach?
To my knowledge, he is.
Okay.
But they're both not.
They're not.
You're not there mentally.
Not locked in, not bought in. They have no process. Their process is all messed up.
Not process driven.
I mean, I don't know. I was going to say they looked locked in the last week, but then they played, They played Temple and Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
I don't.
It's not
I
even
can't say.
I could coach a locked in team at Temple,
Temple.
Yeah, I mean,
No hate to Temple.
No, take the Temple.
no hate to Temple.
There's some hate to Temple.
A little bit.
Temple beat.
Temple guy.
Didn't Temple beat someone?
They had like an up and down. They were like 5 and 6.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Something like that.
don't
They had they were on like that, which is funny because a year ago they were literally like, I remember seeing something from whatever their paper is being like, should we just stop playing football? They were like, they were just kind of like, They're doing that with Charlotte now. Charlotte,
they stop
they
playing?
were like, should we have a football team? We went with
Charlotte
funny.
is such a beautiful campus, though, man. That's what I hate. That's
They
what
need,
I
they need a
miss.
guy. They need another fat coach who wears sleeveless hoodies again.
Well, who's that?
Poggi was like the funny.
You ever
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
You ever see that? It's the one. It's a very specific thing that I'm remembering here. It's the Browns like offensive coordinator like 10 years ago. Super fat guy.
Yeah.
You see the video of
I
him
know,
every time he
I
goes like set
remember.
hut. And,
Oh yeah.
They
He's
need-
like
They had a whole
mustaches.
they had like a 30 for 30 on that.
they need a guy like that.
Yeah.
That's a real Charlotte,
That's a Charlotte
man.
49ers.
No, definitely a guy.
That's a 49er if I've
You
ever
need a
seen
Biff
one.
Poggi type dude. You need to run the damn ball.
He's like one of those guys. Like in those animated movies, there's always that guy you can never see his eyes.
Yeah, it's just,
Like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball, the dude's dad.
It's all eyebrows.
He's all eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then
That's a real Charlotte 49er.
that's a
right
real
there.
Charlotte 49er there.
Purely based off of vibes.
We're just going off vibes.
Yeah, we're going off the
Swag-
swagometer.
yeah, the swagometer.
Swagometer for Charlotte. I don't know. I have nothing else there. I feel like we've talked
We have talked quite a lot.
Yes.
quite a lot. For those of you that want to know about Alex Golesh, all of those podcasts that I've seen, everywhere, everything.
We have all
at
the
once.
info.
We have maybe some more
We
info.
have different info.
We
Other
have-
people have other info.
We have interesting info that we have maybe sources possibly.
Or maybe I made it up.
Well,
You'll never know.
honestly, that's like a big thing now. It's like
Well, the Arkansas thing was a guy
A guy that
guy,
just
yeah.
said something.
a guy
was
that
like-
said something and then
tweeted me like, per sources, he's coming to Arkansas, and everyone was
super
like,
funny.
lighting themselves on fire and being like the world is over, and
Yeah.
then he was wrong. He got the letter right, so that's where I said Arkansas and Billy Napier is coming to USF. This is between
Wow.
private text messages between certain individuals, and that was I said it was the Hogspiracy. And it was happening. and then he didn't go to Arkansas. He went to Auburn. So we were right on the letter. So that's why I'm saying Brian Kelly is coming to USF.
And
That would be
everything
interesting.
relates back to the mud.
the mud,
The mud.
It's always about the mud,
and
the
that's-
Hogspiracy.
That's the Hogspiracy. These are all going to be things that matter.
Almost the head hog.
Almost
Not
the
quite.
head hog.
Head
So
hog.
we're still looking to
We
connect.
need swag. We need a lot of swag on our football team. At least a marginal amount of swag.
Still looking to connect how the mud plays in all of this. It was about to be that he was the head hog. Not sure anymore. When
We'll
we get to
figure
the
it out.
bottom of it, we'll let
figure
you
it out.
know.
We'll
When the
figure it
next head coach comes around, we will know where the mud takes us. And the mud will take us some places indeed. But for all that are watching and maybe have watched this whole thing, thank you for your time. Please go check us out at usforacle.com. Check out our interesting stories. 2 stories back to back. Golesh wanting time, and then 1 hour later he left.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Got flamed for that on Twitter. They didn't like that
yeah,
on
they
Twitter.
didn't like that. But good thing we posted before. Anyways, thank you again, Will, for joining us.
Absolutely. This has been very fun. I love
think-
doing this.
I think this is our last podcast of the semester, possibly.
It is. We're busy college students.
We are indeed. The semester is ending, so we will all see you next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There we
To
go.
all a good night.
All
What is
good
it?
night. Happy holidays.
And maybe we'll see you with the next head coach. Not here, but we'll talk about it.
Probably. I would hope by January 8th. the USF has a head coach.
I think with how things are going, we might
Might have
be
one
like,
next
It
week.
could literally be this weekend that we hear about something. Stuff moves so fast.
I'll DM Rob Higgins on Twitter and be like, "Hey, man,
Yeah. If you want any chance of keeping Byram, you gotta hire someone now.
yeah, definitely."
But anyways,
Thank you.
thank you.